guys, and welcome to my podcast, The Cyclist Next Door. If you are enjoying these episodes, why not like, subscribe, or share with a loved one, a fellow cyclist, or somebody who might be interested? The time has come for today's episode. So grab your cup of tea, settle into your zone 2 momentum. Let's go. Rolling.
Yo, yo, yo. So I'm here with Wizzy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cyclist Next Door. Good to have you on the pod. So Wizzy, we met about a year ago when I came over to Ghana. We did a group ride where we did some raise money for charity. You were one of the ride leaders, and here I am back in Ghana. And where are we at the moment? Totally
All right. So we're on Legon campus,
Nice.
and the residents where the lecturers stay.
Nice.
And there's a famous residence called Antiforward Avenue.
Nice. Oh, we love coming to Antipolis.
Avenue.
Nice bit of nice bread after training. So this is the hangout spot, right?
Yeah.
And oh man, what a pleasure to be here.
You won't get anything better than you got a fresh air, nice streets, fish.
Train hard, relax hard, right? That's it. So Wizzy, right? You're a mountain biker, road rider. You build bikes, everything. Lots of stuff there. So we've got lots to talk about. But I want to start off with mountain biking because it's something I just got into, off-road riding. So this is your passion, right?
Yep.
Off-road. Now, what is it so special to you, over road? What is it about mountain
Okay.
biking?
All right. So mountain bike is mainly for people who like freedom. You have your free will to control your pace in the bush. It's you and nature. All right. No any other obstacle from the cars to distract you. So it's all about you and nature.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying it's freedom. You feel the fresh breeze. The fresh breeze from the nature, and the creator of the universe gives you that thing for free.
Okay.
That's why I call it freedom. But on the main road, everything's artificial. Everything is artificial on the main road. The asphalt is being done by human being. The cars by human being. But
You got some real cars as well, right?
Yeah.
Real cars that go
real cars. Yeah.
But we talk about being out in the freedom in the bush or whatever. But like I said, I've just started off-road riding, and there's just so many obstacles. So much to think about. How do you work it all out?
It's a huge challenge
Yeah.
for your eyes, your hands, your knee, the legs, and the most important part of the brake. The brakes are the most important part. Should be able to know how to massage the brake. I use the word massage because at some points you need to just massage it slightly. And when you go to the spa and they're massaging you, sometimes there's the deep ones and then the shallow ones. But I always just massage the brakes.
Nice. So be one with your bike, right? And just know your bike. That's amazing.
Your bike.
Yeah.
Really.
So obviously we know there's GPX and all that stuff. There's routes for outdoor riding. But do you always go out with a route of outdoor, or sometimes you just explore?
Personally, I just explore.
Yeah. Okay.
I have never looked at any routes and followed any routes in my entire life.
Okay.
Really.
Even on the off-road, you just...
Oh no, I just go and...
Yeah.
Good thing about mountain bike, you always find a new route. You can create your own route. Because it's you and nature is just there for you to discover. Nature is always there for you to discover.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But I imagine you can quickly go from a blue route to a black route, and then suddenly you're doing some crazy jumps. Yeah. So you gotta be, you know what you're doing out there, right? Nature's beast. Oh man, so that's really cool, and you've got a great video on YouTube, so I encourage people to have a look at that, which is really great, where you sort of have some video images of you mountain biking and enjoying the freedom. So that's really cool. So I just want to move on because obviously we all know that you hit podium. Was it last year or was it the year before? Last year, podium at the Prudential, was that right? Prudential race?
Yeah, the amateur.
Amateur.
Right. That should be specific, Amateur side. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So podium, first place. So have you been racing for long? Road racing now?
I started racing road bike 2017. I think 2017 I did my first ride. I'm in the first race with a road bike. I got my first bike, road bike on 2016.
Wow. All right. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that was the first road bike that I had.
So this prudential race that you won, had you been, did you think you were going to win it like that morning? Did you?
Honestly, I was sick
Mm,
the past 2 weeks before
okay.
the race day, but before that week, I was training really, really hard.
Yeah. Okay.
So I had the courage and the confidence that I was going to.
We're going to.
But when the malaria came in, I didn't know I was going to win.
Yeah.
Okay, but my training partner told me, because I've already trained for it, it's possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So I tried to get back on track, going to the hospital afterwards, then came back to the training. I was still taking it slowly.
Right. Brilliant. And the race, how long is the race? Like kilometers, miles?
So it was 17 point something kilometers.
Wow.
That was like a time trial.
Time trial. Oh, wow.
Meanwhile, it was a road race. So imagine
Nice.
the heat that I was supposed to kickstart with it till the finish.
Nice. And can you just give us like a description of that last stretch where just that last stretch up to finish? Just tell us the emotions. Tell us where your mind was.
All right, so I don't know if I should say this was like plan that was there
Okay.
made for me that day. Because like I was saying, I didn't know I was gonna race. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was gonna win. But I knew I was gonna race, but I didn't know I was gonna win. But the last 200 meters, yeah, that was where I started to feel good. I was like, it's possible. It's possible I'm going to win this
Wow.
this prudential race. I was always at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, reserving my energy for the last stretch, the last sprint. Let me just say, I just saw the opportunity,
The East.
and that's okay.
Excellent.
With risk,
Wow.
huge risk.
We just
Yeah.
okay. Why not fail, man? And then what was it like when you saw the flag and you went across? So
So
how do you feel?
So you see how the finishing was? It was on the right side, and you had to take a serious right hand. I mean, on the top speed to cross the end, to cross the finishing.
Okay.
And like I said earlier on, it was a huge risk that I took with the speed.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I had to. If I don't take that kind of risk, nah, I wasn't gonna win that.
Wow.
For the people in front already.
Yeah.
And the guy who came second and third, it was just
So close.
Yeah, it was close. It was super close.
Yeah.
But the joy,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Oh man. And then getting the podium, what was that like? Stepping on that. Obviously, it's a bit of a triangle, isn't it? So at the top there.
I felt like I was one of.
Yeah.
I felt like I was one of the.
Top of the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful to hear. And then lastly, we just want to talk about the children's program that you and your partner, Coach Isaac, run. How do you feel you guys are impacting the kids here in Ghana through the work you're doing? How do you feel?
Yeah. Okay. So generally, kids only follow or go with what parents teach them. You get my point?
Yeah.
If you teach your children how to work with their hands before they make money, it will be stuck in their head to grow up. And the culture in Ghana, when it comes to cycling, is not huge like football. All right.
Okay.
Now, for cycling, it does a whole lot of things to the kids, health-wise, especially health-wise. And you have the chance to meet different people from different race.
Okay.
The reason I'm using the race is because you hardly see the African, but you see most of the Europeans, and the Americans into it. That's why I'm using the race. So when you meet SAC people, you learn more.
Right. Okay.
You really, really learn more.
So we're mixing the kids.
You mix, that's it, yeah.
And they get
And then their mind will be open.
nice.
They have open mind to have different views of tackling stuff. I mean, whatever comes to their way, they have different views of things. But if you keep them only one way, they don't know.
Wow.
They don't know the real world.
Yeah. And it's just so beautiful watching their progression as well, because you saw them. You guys were training them on a Saturday, and then they did the mountain bike race, which you guys do every year.
Every year.
every year in November, and then seeing them do that and do so well, that must have been a
Yeah,
moment, right?
yeah. And so we see those races and we see how they perform, and then that's when we the coaches will feel good about ourselves, and then the parents also feel good at what they've invested in.
Yeah.
It's no waste.
Excellent. Brilliant. Well, thank you for joining us. You really are. The Cyclist Next Door gets out there, doing your thing. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me on this episode of Cyclist Next Door. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and if so, please like, subscribe and share. Let's grow this community. And join me back here again as we meet the next Cyclist Next Door, as we unpack the journey of everyday people who have picked up a bike, experienced the joy of cycling, and have been on their own personal adventures. So, until next time, rolling.